and welcome to this version of Timeout Tuesday. My name is Shafeah Morrison, and it is an honor to bring this version of Timeout Tuesday entitled Clean Hands, Clean Heart in the midst of two pandemics. The novel coronavirus descended on the world as we know it, and shortly followed were the brutal deaths of Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and George Floyd. Worldwide, two pandemics were trying to bloom where we are planted. Viruses are known to attack healthy cells. When the body is weakened and cannot defend itself, here they come, the viruses. Specifically, the COVID-19 virus multiplies in the cells of the lung tissue, also known as alveolar cells. They go crazy. The weird looking cells, dysplastic cells, they reach out and tightly adhere to the respiratory tract. This is why breathing becomes such an issue in many patients and many people suffering from the COVID-19 virus. Those with pre-existing conditions, also known as comorbid conditions, with immature or weakened immune systems, such as those suffering from diabetes, HIV, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer patients, or those who have recently recovered from cancer, they may experience a greater sequelae of disease, meaning their body takes a longer time to recover and they're more susceptible to having long-term effects of COVID-19 virus. Hand washing is the single most effective way to prevent the spread of infections, diseases, and viruses. This practice is reported to be the single most important measure in avoiding the transmission of germs. Here are some statistics for you. 1 in 3 adults do not wash their hands after using the public restroom. 2 of 3 adults do not wash their hands after sneezing or coughing. 2 out of 3. Yes, astounding stats. 4 of 5 adults do not wash their hands after handling money. 4 of 5. When the COVID-19 virus works its way through a weakened immune system, it comes into contact with the membranes that line your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. If you notice, when I doffed my mask or took it off, I cleaned my hands first, and then I used my fingers to peel the mask from behind my ears. Viruses look for healthy cells in the body. Those cells are under attack once the viruses find them. The healthy cells are then mutilated. They're taken advantage of and they succumb to the virus. The body is just overrun when it's weakened and cannot defend itself. As the body tries to fight, your lungs become more and more inflamed and fluid-filled, and finally they start collapsing and giving in to the attack of the virus. Similarly, in alignment, systematic and structural racism, racial injustices, and the like are emotionally overwhelming. Sisters, it is overwhelming. As spoken Wednesday night, quote, "Let's be clear. There is no vaccine for racism, end quote. Ladies, we can slowly or acutely become apathetic, lacking feeling, emotion, interest, or concern, discouraged, disillusioned, just sad, anxious. The scriptures tell us in Jeremiah 17, in verses 7 through 9, but blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water. I like to call it the living water, that sends its roots by the stream. It does not fear when the heat comes or the stress comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worry in a year of drought, and it never fails to bear fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? In the midst of two pandemics, we have to remember, we have to fight to bloom where we are planted. We are here for such a time as this, through the good and through the bad, through the stress and through the tears. This is where God has us. We have to be the tree. Let us blossom into a perspective where we search for pure joy. When it's hard, we have to bloom. We cannot stay stagnant. We cannot stay still and continue to be apathetic about the state of what is happening. What are you going to do? I ask myself the same. What am I going to do? Our confidence has to be in Him. Joy is not circumstantial. It's not based on what's happening around us. It's not based on a good day or a bad day. Situations change and people change. Joy is deep. It's inside of us. It's not based on what happens today or tomorrow, because we know our joy comes from God, who is sovereign and in control of all things. Fear dissipates and worry fades when our joy is found in Jesus. When we are the tree planted by the living water, where we can flourish and bloom, we truly find our blessings in God. Similarly, we need water to fight the COVID-19 virus. I tell my patients to stay hydrated. You should drink at least half of your body weight in ounces a day. Hydration is important for making sure your cells are hydrated and healthy, and they don't look weird for the virus to attack. Trusting God and working to alleviate stress in our lives in regards to the racial tensions will assist us in building our immune systems. Immune systems are built. Little side note, 85% of our immune systems lie in the GI tract. That is the stomach, the gastrointestinal tract, the gut, whatever you want to call it. 85% of your immune system's functionality and health lies in the stomach. So with that said, we have to eat to live. Immunity boosting foods, vitamins such as vitamin C and vitamin D, supplements like zinc and fish oil, antioxidants, superfoods like blueberries and ginger, green leafy vegetables, whole foods and grains. We are at all unique places in the midst of this pandemic. We are all at unique places in the midst of two pandemics. We're really at a crossroads. But we have to trust that God has us exactly where we need to be for such a time as this. Thank you and be well. I'm not even getting you. Okay.
Yeah, but this thing.
I don't know what's wrong. It's a good
It's
thing.
old. It's old. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that a microphone up there?
Yeah.
This is official. Okay.
It sure is.
Wait, where was I? Side note?
You.
No, I was past that. I'm at the Whole Foods. Okay, I have like one more sentence.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. So finish it off.
Yeah. But trust that God has you exactly. Many of us. Okay, I'll stop.
Good.
This camera died.